Visit smacnooga.org.
Ask a social media know-it-all.
I hate know-it-all.
Hey smacnooga, it's Baer from Convince and Convert. I hope you are doing great. Thanks so much for asking me to be a part of your social media know-it-all series. I have to tell you though that I'm a little bit offended by the notion of the social media know-it-all series because I don't really believe there's such a thing as a social media know-it-all. Anybody who tells you they know everything about social media either by definition does not know everything about social media and or is a liar. Everybody in social media is a student and everybody in social media is a teacher. And I hope you always remember that. There's a lot you can learn from one another. Hopefully there's something you can learn from me and other people who are part of this series, but nobody's got all the answers. One of the things that you asked me to cover in this video is talk a little bit about the notion of social media being about people, not about logos. I talk about that a lot. We talked about it in the book that I wrote, The Now Revolution. I wrote it with Amber Naslund. We talk about social media being rooted in people, that the power is in the people, not in logos. And that's because if you think about human behavior, forever, right? Since the first caveman sold a rock to another caveman, we've always wanted to be around people. We want to be around humans because we is a human. We want to transact with people that we know and people that we like and people that we trust. Companies inherently are not likable or trustworthy because they're not human. They're some amorphous collection of attributes. So when you're doing social media for your company, a best practice is to see how you can make your company be more like a person. Sometimes that's actually paying attention to the great people who are working in your company and creating content about them, focusing your content on your customers, on your business partners. You have to realize that every company, regardless of what it is comprised of great people. And social media lets you prove that. And I really think you should try and go out of your way to make that case. Let me use social media to show you what a great company this is. Certainly that's true for big businesses, but it's also true for small businesses. And one of the things you also asked me to cover is how much time should you spend doing social media for small businesses? And there's really no right answer there. You should spend as much time as it takes to accomplish your social media objectives. Now, inherent in that answer is the understanding that you understand what your social media objectives are. And a lot of people don't, right? They're doing some Twitter this and some Facebook that, and they're not really sure why. They're not sure how it actually benefits their business. And you've got to get past that. You've got to understand and put some metrics in place that say, look, the relationships that I've cultivated through social yields revenue or opportunities or something else that benefits my company. Otherwise, you can Twitter yourself right out of business. So it's not so much about how much time you spend. It's understanding the ecosystem and how social fits into what else you're trying to do as a business. For me, let me tell you how it works. So what I do on Twitter and Facebook and now Google Plus and YouTube and LinkedIn and Flickr and all those places, what I do in social media and social networks drives traffic to my blog at convinceandconvert.com. People who come to the blog book me for speeches, and when I go give speeches, people hire me to be a consultant. So that's pretty much the relationship, right? Twitter, blog, speeches, clients. That's the circle. That's how it works for me. And for you, you've got to figure out how it works for you. What's your circle? And ultimately, it's not about how much time you spend doing social media. It's about doing it consistently. I'd much rather you spend 10 minutes a day, every day, than an hour twice a week, because social media rewards consistency and it rewards humanity. That's what I've got to tell you. smacnooga, greatest name ever. Thanks very much for having me be a part of this. Hope to see you down the road. Baer from Convince and Convert. Thanks a lot.